The lights are usually the first thing you notice, or rather, the fact that yours are the only ones still on. It's 10:47 p.m. on a Tuesday. The rest of the world has shifted into a lower gear, transitioning from dinner to rest. But for you, the day is only halfway over. You're sitting in the glow of a laptop screen, surrounded by a mountain of paperwork. There are invoices that haven't been sent, lead forms that need to be manually typed into a database or a spreadsheet. Oh yeah, and those dozen quick emails that have been sitting in your drafts since lunch that you probably just remembered. Running a small business shouldn't mean working 80 hours a week just to keep up with manual tasks. It shouldn't feel like you're drowning in a sea of busy work while the actual vision for your company sits gathering dust on a shelf. But for so many new entrepreneurs, this is the unspoken reality. You started this journey to be the architect of your own life, but somewhere along the way, you became the secretary, the data entry clerk, and the operator of a dozen different spinning plates. How'd that happen? You've heard the buzzwords. You see the headlines every day about how AI is changing the world, how AI is taking jobs, or how automation is the future and the way of scale. But when you look at all these tools, they don't look like lifelines. They look like a second job. They look like complex code, intimidating dashboards, and a language you don't speak. Most beginners feel paralyzed by all the jargon. There's a very real fear that if you aren't tech savvy enough, these tools aren't for you, that they're reserved for Silicon Valley or huge companies with massive budgets and entire teams. That fear is the biggest wall standing between you and your freedom. Imagine for a moment a different version of that Tuesday night. Imagine the clock hitting 5 p.m. Instead of bracing for a long night of data entry, you're closing your laptop. As you walk away, a new lead hits your website. In the old world, that lead will sit in an inbox for 12 hours until you had time to manually reply. In this new world, the moment they click submit, a sequence of events begins without you lifting a single finger. The lead is automatically added to your database. A personalized welcome email, one that sounds exactly like you, is sent instantly. A task is created in your calendar to follow up, and a notification pops up on your phone just to let you know the business is growing while you're headed to dinner. This isn't magic, and it isn't just for the tech elite or large companies. This is the after transformation. It's the shift from being a manual laborer in your own business to being a true owner. The truth is, AI and automation aren't about replacing the human touch. They are about protecting it. Every hour you spend copy-pasting information from one tab to another is an hour you aren't spending on the parts of the business you actually love. You didn't start this company because you had a passion for spreadsheets or a deep desire to manually sync your contacts. You started it because you have a craft, a service, or a product that changes lives. When we talk about simplifying your business, we aren't talking about making it cold or robotic. We're talking about building a digital infrastructure that handles the boring so you can focus on the brilliant. We're talking about a safe, jargon-free space where the mystery of these tools is stripped away. You don't need to know how to write code to benefit from a system that works for you. You just need to know that your time is worth more than the repetitive tasks currently consuming you. The intimidation you feel right now is natural, but it's also the only thing keeping you stuck in that 80-hour work week. Think about the mental weight of all those small things you have to remember to do every day. That mental load is exhausting. It leads to burnout, missed opportunities, and mistakes. Automation is the silent partner that never forgets a follow-up and never gets tired of data entry. I want to show you how to take that first step from being overwhelmed to being empowered. I've designed an upcoming workshop specifically for the non-tech crowd. No, this isn't a lecture on algorithms or a high-level coding seminar. It's a practical, down-to-earth session focused on one goal: getting your time back. Together, we're going to focus on mapping out your actual tasks and routine, what we call workflows, to find the areas where automation and other tools will provide the greatest impact, with emphasis on saving you time, energy, and money. You'll leave with a custom action plan that you can use immediately to start optimizing your business. Don't you think you've spent enough nights drowning in the how of your business operations? Isn't it time to move back into the why? It's time to stop struggling with manual labor and start building a business that can breathe. The tools are ready. They are much easier to use than the world may have led you to believe. Stop letting the busy work dictate your life. There is a bridge between where you are now, stressed and overworked, and where you want to be. That bridge is built on simple systems that work while you sleep. Click the link in the description for my beginner-friendly event. Let's get you out of the weeds and put you back in the lead. Start simplifying your business today and finally get back to the work you were meant to do.